with DT Parker. How's it go? How's you doing? How you feeling? First and foremost, let me thank all of you who watch this. Actually, let me start off by saying, what up, Twitch? Twitch is active and live. IG is active and live. And YouTube, to the folks that run this back, muchas gracias. Thank you so very much. To the folks that have already liked, subscribed, and followed. We're at 199 still on YouTube, but it's all good. So if you haven't already done so, what up, Yards22? Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow today, YouTube. And thank you again for the folks that run it back. All right, let's get into it. I don't know this doctor's name. I've played a number of her clips before. But here she is speaking again. And I guess my question today is, should we retire happy wife, happy life in 2026? Is it time to retire that saying? And then I want you to take a look, hey, Duck Pots, or take a listen to what this queen had to say in regards to the happy wife, happy life debate. Take a listen. I'm trying to get it, but yeah.
Have such dysregulated women have such dysregulated emotions.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
They do. They have such dysregulated emotions that they'll say, I'm leaving this thing because I'm not happy. What the hell does that mean? What is it? What do you mean you're not happy? Oh my God, he didn't. And this whole like woke community, this I need to feel seen, heard, and I need to be acknowledged 100% of the time. That's why you're single.
Sarah.
That's your problem.
Sarah.
If you think a person is supposed to get you 100% of the time, if you think that a person is supposed to make you happy 100% of the time, stay single. Don't get married.
Sarah.
Don't date. Don't even get to know anybody because you don't even make yourself happy 100% of the time. How do you expect a man to do this?
Ooh.
Sarah.
I'm so sick and tired of it. What? You keep Sarah in me. What?
Isn't it important for men to be happy
We
in
are
their
name is
relationships?
Sarah.
It's the most important.
There are large amounts of men that will disagree with you.
No, I think large amounts of men have gotten conditioned to feeling like their happiness doesn't matter. But that whole happy wife, happy life is BS. It's happy spouse, happy house.
I agree with
If
that.
you aren't looking at it from a space of we are here to serve each other, that's why 2 out of 3 marriages end in divorce. Mm-hmm. And the craziest part is most divorces are initiated by the women. Women
We have talked about that
have
before.
such dysregulated emotions.
All right. After hearing the clip, chats, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking about this one here today? Should we just go ahead and retire happy wife, happy life in 2026? Hey, what up, Brooks for Jesus? Welcome to Discussions with DT Parker. I agree with what she's saying about the happy spouse, happy life. Hey, mama, because I feel like I got bit by a bunch of mosquitoes or something bit me. I got these little bite marks on the side of my little hips. That's crazy. Anyway, I do believe in a happy spouse, happy life. I was never really a fan of the saying, happy wife, happy life, because, you know what I'm saying? What about that other person's happiness? That is still a human being at the end of the day, whether they're a man or not. What about their happiness? Does their happiness not deserve, to be taken notice? But, mama, welcome. New folks, welcome. Discussions with DT Parker. We're chatting about this podcaster. Well, some things she said. My question today is, should happy wife, happy life, should we retire that in 2026? And then take a listen to what this queen had to say. Here you go.
Regulated
What up,
emotions
Joey?
that they'll say,
I'll tell you what I'm
I'm
talking about.
leaving this thing because I'm not happy. What the hell does that mean? What is it? What do you mean you're not happy? Oh my God, he didn't. And this whole like woke community, this I need to feel seen, heard, and I need to be acknowledged 100% of the time. That's why you're single.
Sarah.
That's your problem.
Sarah.
If you think a person is supposed to get you 100% of the time, if you think that a person is supposed to make you happy 100% of the time, stay single. Don't get married.
Sarah.
Don't date. Don't even get to know anybody because you don't even make yourself happy 100% of the time. How do you expect a man to do this?
Sarah.
I'm so sick and tired of it. What? You keep Sarah in me. What?
Isn't it important for men to be happy in their relationships?
It's the most important.
There are
Isn't it
large
the most
amounts of men
important?
that will disagree with you.
No, I think large amounts of men have gotten conditioned to feeling like their happiness doesn't matter. But that whole happy wife, happy life is BS. It's happy spouse, happy house.
I agree with that part. Everything else you talk about. What up, Joey? Today's $1 million question on Discussions with DD Parker is happy wife, happy life. Should we go ahead and retire that in 2026? Mama said happy spouse, happy house is the saying. No, it's happy wife, happy life. I've heard of that saying before. I've never heard a happy spouse, happy house. I say that because I believe that my partner deserves to be just as happy as I do. Like, why is that a one-sided thing? That goes both ways. Yeah. Why is it a one-sided thing? So when people say, oh yeah, happy wife, happy life, I'd be like, no, this is happy spouse, happy life over here. Cause it's not just about boyfriend just making me happy. You know what I'm saying? It's also about his happiness as well. After hearing the other video, for the folks that are on here, welcome again to Discussions with DD Parker. And if you are on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow and share all the above. Thank you very much. But most importantly, make sure you subscribe. Thank you. But after hearing the video, what are your thoughts on what she is talking about today? Happy life or happy wife, happy life. Should we just go and retire that in 2026? She said it's some BS. Joey Cake said that's not a single marriage vow that mentions. There's not a single marriage vow that mentions the word happy. Really? Really? Joey, I didn't know that. Because it definitely sure does say till death do us part. It definitely says that. But it does. I'm not familiar with the marriage vows, so you'll have to verse me in those. But it doesn't mention anywhere in either one of the vows, your vows or her vows. It doesn't mention anything about anybody being happy. Joey Cake says your happiness is your personal responsibility. I'm going to say that one more time for the folks, maybe just in case you didn't catch it in the back. Your happiness is your personal responsibility. I 110%, I 150% agree with that, Joey Cakes. Because why are you letting somebody else determine your happiness? You should never. Mama said everyone's an expert over these people. And Mama said to you, Joey Cakes, absolutely 100%. I agree with that. Your happiness is based on you. Nobody else. You and your personal decisions and the things that you do. It shouldn't be contingent upon somebody else. But, I mean, you do want your partner to be happy, right? In the relationship. So, I think it's like, Mama, it's both of you. Both of you should be making each other happy. Joey Cake said, I never heard it in a marriage. That's wild, crazy work. I've never been married, Joey, so I can confirm nor deny what you are saying to be accurate, because I don't know. If anybody remembers their marriage vows, do you remember any part of your marriage vows saying anything about happy or happiness? Just inquiring minds want to know. Question. So, yeah. Should we go ahead and just retire that? Happy wife, happy life. This podcaster, her name is Cyril, is saying it's BS. There's only one part of this interview that I do agree with what she's talking about. The rest, not so much.
Have such dysregulated emotions. Women have such dysregulated emotions.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
They do. They have such dysregulated emotions that they'll say, I'm leaving this thing because I'm not happy. What the hell does that mean? What is it? What do you mean you're not happy? Oh my God, he didn't. And this whole like woke community, this I need to feel seen, heard, and I need to be acknowledged 100% of the time. That's why you're single.
Sarah.
That's your problem.
Sarah.
If you think a person is supposed to get you 100% of the time, if you think that a person is supposed to make you happy 100% of the time, stay single. Don't get married.
Sarah.
Don't date. Don't even get to know anybody, because you don't even make yourself happy 100% of the time. How do you expect a man to
She
do
does
this?
have a part.
I'm so sick and tired of it. What? You keep Sarah me. What?
Is it important for men to
we-
be happy in their relationships?
It's the most important.
There are large amounts of men that will disagree with you.
No, I think large amounts of men have gotten conditioned to feeling like their happiness doesn't matter. But that whole happy wife, happy life is BS. It's happy spouse, happy house. If you aren't looking at it from a space of we are here to serve each other, that's why 2 out of 3 marriages end in divorce. And the craziest part is most divorces are initiated by the women. Women have...
And we've talked about that on the chat, because Clean has brought that up, that women are the ones that primarily initiate divorce. It's not the men, it's the women. Mama said, what is happiness? It's subjective depending on life experiences. Again, I am not one of these people that rely on my boyfriend to sit here and make me happy, because baby, there's days that I go through it. So, and she's right. Every day you ain't even happy. So how can you require that of somebody else to make you happy? You ain't even happy every day. That's a lot. Joey Cake said, people love living in a fantasy land and ready to throw away an entire marriage over feelings. Grow up and be the man or woman that you vowed to be. Mama said, I love being single. Yes, Mama, we know. Hey, Harlem Nights, welcome to the chill. We kind of just getting started. Today's question is, happy wife, happy life. Should we go ahead and retire that in 2026? And then I'll play a clip in a second. But should we go ahead and retire that? Because this woman feels like, happy wife, happy life is, she said, it's some BS. She feels like it's some BS. I always have felt like happy spouse, happy life. Because my happiness shouldn't just be the only one on the table. His happiness should also matter, because how can we coexist in a relationship, if he's not also happy in the relationship? So I think it's a thing where we have to both be happy. But then we had Joey and Mama that made some very good points. Your happiness, you determine your own happiness. Like, your happiness is not contingent upon somebody else making you feel a type of way. You feel me? Joey Cake said, what if you're just a miserable person? Joey, I know some of them folks. Child, don't I know them? No matter what you do, Joey, they asses ain't never happy. Miserable. Always complaining and moaning and groaning about nothing at all. Nothing at all. Them the type of people I'd be like, I can only do so much. I can only deal. And it's so funny, because I was just talking to Mama about one of her, I'll say sisters. I cannot go on vacation with this woman. Not to say she's a miserable person, but the way she comes across is very miserable. When you got to talk about a complete, whole other individual on a vacation, you, to me, are miserable. You're on a vacation on a beautiful island. Why are you talking about a man who you say you don't want to be with? The simple solution is leave his ass. Now, if you don't want to be with him, but you sit there, you talk about him, and if it wasn't the man, it was her stomach issues. Baby, I need peace and serenity when I'm on a vacation. I don't want to hear your complaining. None of that. There's no reason to be complaining on a vacation. You're on vacation. Anyway, Mama said women file for divorce normally for a reason. She's saying that women are filing for divorce because they in their feelings. He's not treating me like he used to treat me. So, new folks, if you're on here, take a listen to discussions to this podcast.
Dysregulated emotion. Women have such
itself.
dysregulated emotions.
Wait, what do you mean by
They
that?
do. They have such dysregulated emotions that they'll say, I'm leaving this thing because I'm not happy. What the hell does that mean? What is it? What do you mean you're not happy? Oh my God, he didn't. And this whole woke community, I need to feel seen, heard, and I need to be acknowledged 100% of the time. That's why you're single.
Sarah.
That's your problem.
Sarah.
If you think a person is supposed to get you 100% of the time, if you think that a person is supposed to make you happy 100% of the time, stay single. Don't get married.
Sarah.
Don't date. Don't even get to know anybody because you don't even make yourself happy 100% of the time. How do you expect a man to do this?
Sarah,
I'm so sick and tired of it. What? You keep Sarah me. What?
is it important for men to be happy in their relationships?
It's the most important.
There are large amounts of men that will
important.
disagree with you.
No, I think large amounts of men have gotten conditioned to feeling like their happiness doesn't matter. But that whole happy wife, happy life is BS. It's happy spouse, happy house.
Mm-hmm.
If you aren't looking at it from a space of we are here to serve each other, that's why 2 out of 3 marriages end in divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And the craziest part is most divorces are initiated by the women. Women
Okay.
have...
Mama said some people are always happy and some people are never happy. Chill, ain't that the truth? But I don't understand. How do you wake up you have life? There is a lot of people that didn't wake up. So how do you wake up miserable? Joey Cake said men are rarely happy. We love on our women out of duty. Okay. And if we crack a smile, that's just a bonus. So I would say, I'm going to ask you this, Joey. What is the percentage, I guess I'm asking, what is the percentage you're happy? Like, what percentage is that, like, throughout the year? Can you give me, is it 50% of the year you're happy, 85, 35, 25%? Because you said men are rarely happy. And why are men rarely happy? Are you guys, you said we love on our women out of duty. I don't want you to love me out of duty. I want you to love me because you love me. And if we crack a smile, that's just a bonus. So, Joey, you don't smile? I'm just asking. And Mama said, I make myself happy. I mean, because that's what it is important at the end of the day. I know we get on here, we talk a lot about, what other people think. It don't matter what nobody think about you. It matters what you think about yourself. How you see yourself in that mirror. Hey, Skeet. Joey Cakes, Mama said, wow, sounds sad. Right. Joey, why is that? Why do men sacrifice? Or should I say sacrifice? Is that a good word? Or why do y'all feel like y'all have to sacrifice? That's a better thing. Why do y'all feel like y'all have to sacrifice your happiness? To make the woman happy? Because then that goes back to what we've been talking about. Happy wife, happy life. So you're sacrificing and putting your happiness to the back burner so you can make this woman happy. But how happy are you going to be in the end if she the only one happy? You feel what I'm saying? But like she said, and I can neither confirm nor deny, she said that, and we've talked about this on discussions with Dee Dee Parker before. I believe Clean has brought it up where he said that it's not men going to file for these divorces. It's women going to file for these divorces. Joey's Cake said, I say over 90%. It's not as bad as it sounds. Okay. Because Joey, I was about to say, well, how often are you happy? Because, yeah, that's good. 90% is a good number. Because I would say I'm 90, 85% of the time I'm happy. But, baby, when I had them days, take me through that. Take me through that. Yes. Mama said my happiness was when I walked away from the man. Listen, that's when you got your peace, your serenity, your sanity. So, I get it. Joey Cake said, it just means that when we love, our focus is on the security of our families. It's not contingent on our happiness. Okay. I guess I'm trying to make sense of that. And maybe because I'm a man, it's not resonating with me. It just means that when we love, our focus is on the security of our families. So you're trying to make sure that the family is protected. So your happiness gets placed to a back burner. I guess I'm trying to make sense of what you're saying, Joey. Because it means that when our focus, because women have a lot of focuses too, especially once they start having children and popping out these babies, it's no longer about mama. it's no longer about you. It's about these babies and making sure these babies, you know, is raised the right and correct way. But I don't know if women, again, I'm not a mom, so maybe some of you moms can further help me out with this. When you had children, did you sacrifice your happiness for your children, ladies? Was your happiness placed to the back burner? Mama said, Joey Cakes, but that doesn't make you happy? Right. Good question, Mama. Because it means that when we love, our focus is on the security of our families. It's not contingent on our happiness. And that's a good question. Doesn't not providing that security for your family make you happy? I guess maybe to an extent. Men, how do you... Joey Cakes, since you're the only man on here, I apologize. I keep using you. What do you define as happiness? Because I know we have different things that all make us happy, but what is your definition of what does that look like? I feel like I know one thing y'all are going to say. Peace. Because I hear a lot of men say that. I just want to come home to a peaceful house. Mama said absolutely. Joey Cake said not necessarily, but we're fulfilled because we honored our duty. Interesting, Joey. So doing that, providing security, does not necessarily provide you with the happiness. Interesting. But because you're doing it and nothing, no harm or foul are coming to your family, you feel like, okay, my goal is completed because my family is good. And that's enough for me. And that makes you happy. If that makes sense. I think I'm getting it. I might be a little slow today, Joey. But I think I'm getting it. I hate that for y'all. Because that's why I'm asking the moms out here. Is that the same thing? Like, you are crazy, mama. Does that apply to for moms when you guys start having kids? Is your happiness kind of put to the back burner as well? Because now you got these babies. These babies are the main focus. Mama said sex and blowjobs. I cannot, mama. Joey Cake said happy equals a crackhead that finds $100. That's damn near impossible, Joey. I get it though. When they find out 100, boy, they be geeked. They be geeked up. That's interesting. That's interesting. I never, you guys find happiness. Joey said, Mama! You know Mama's off the chain, Joey. Shouldn't nothing she say surprise you now. New folks, if I have any, welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Barker. We're chatting today about should we retire the phrase happy wife, happy life in 2026. Just because I was looking at my Twitch, I'm sorry. Just because I've always been a believer, a happy spouse is a happy life, not just a happy wife, because your spouse got to be happy in it too. Or maybe y'all don't, because again, this woman said, it ain't the men that are filing for divorce, it's the women. So take a listen to what she has to say for my new folks.
Have such dysregulated emotions. Women have such dysregulated emotions.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
They do. They have such dysregulated emotions that they'll say, I'm leaving this thing because I'm not happy. What the hell does that mean? What is it? What do you mean you're not happy? Oh my God, he didn't. And this whole like woke community, this I need to feel seen, heard, and I need to be acknowledged 100% of the time. That's why you're single.
Sarah.
That's your problem.
Sarah.
If you think a person is supposed to get you 100% of the time, if you think that a person is supposed to make you happy 100% of the time, stay single. Don't get married.
Sarah.
Don't date. Don't even get to know anybody because you don't even make yourself happy 100% of the time. How do you expect a man to do this? I'm so sick and tired of it. What? You keep Sarah me. What?
Isn't it important for men to be happy in their relationships?
It's the most important.
There are large amounts of men that will disagree with you.
No, I think large amounts of men have gotten conditioned to feeling
is
like their
that-
happiness doesn't matter. But that whole
right?
happy wife, happy life is BS. It's happy spouse, happy house. If you aren't looking at it from a space of we are here to serve each other, that's why 2 out of 3 marriages end in divorce. And the craziest part is most divorces are initiated by the women. Women.
Okay. New folks, we're chatting today. Should we retire the phrase happy wife, happy life in 2026? Should we go ahead and just put that to bed? And the reason why we're chatting about this is some things that this podcaster said. I don't believe in everything that Sarah said, but I do believe in the happy spouse, happy wife thing. And finding out some new things from Joey Cakes about men and their happiness. Joey said, Mama. Ray, what up, radio? DJ Bob, if you're still on here. Joey Cake said, in other words, happy is really our motivation in anything that we do. A focused man is really happy. Okay. So are you happy with your job? Because you said y'all are really happy. Like, are you happy and content with what you do? They're Clinkling. I was just talking about you. It's been a minute, friend. I know you're probably getting a baby back to school and whatnot. Joey Cake said, men will sacrifice their happiness for their families. Many women will sacrifice their families. Many women will sacrifice their families for their happiness. Okay. So you're in agreement that men and women both sacrifice when it comes to happiness. Especially once you start popping out them babies. Again, that's probably why I never had any kids, because I'm not ready for it. What up, King Cass? And I'm still in my selfish era phase. You can say whatever you want to. I'm 44, but I'm still there. At least I know that about me. And I'm not willing to make no babies and then bring a baby into this world and then be selfish and then, not assume responsibility. So at least it's yes, Clean, we know. Thank you for coming back. This is right up your alley today. Should we go ahead and retire the happy wife, happy life phase? Is it, hey boo, hey beautiful? How are you today?
Girl, I'm gorgeous and it's beautiful outside. How about that?
Okay, okay, Ken or Harlem Nights. I'm getting a lot of background noise.
Are you?
Yeah. All right, that's perfect. What up, Cruz Sterling? New folks, welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. We're chatting today about should we go ahead and retire the phrase happy wife, happy life in 2026? Should we even be saying that? And it comes from, her name is Sarah. Take a listen to Sarah.
Have such dysregulated emotions.
Wait, what do you mean?
Women have such dysregulated emotions.
Wait, what do you mean by
They
that?
do. They have such dysregulated emotions that they'll say, I'm leaving this thing because I'm not happy. What the hell does that mean? What is it? What do you mean you're not happy? Oh my God, he didn't. And this whole woke community, this I need to feel seen, heard, and I need to be acknowledged 100% of the time. That's why you're single.
Sarah.
That's your problem.
Sarah.
If you think a person is supposed to get you 100% of the time, if you think that a person is supposed to make you happy 100% of the time, stay single. Don't get married.
Sarah.
Don't date. Don't even get to know anybody because you don't even make yourself happy 100% of the time. How do you expect a man to do this?
Sarah.
I'm so sick and tired of it. What? You keep saying me. What?
Isn't it important for men to be happy in their relationships?
It's the most important.
There are large amounts of men that will disagree with you.
No, I think large amounts of men have gotten conditioned to feeling like their happiness doesn't matter. But that whole happy wife, happy life is BS. It's happy spouse, happy house. If you aren't looking at it from a space of we are here to serve each other, that's why 2 out of 3 marriages end in divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And the craziest part is most divorces are initiated by the women. Women.
Okay, so we got it. Okay, I got what he was saying now, Mama. Joey was saying men sacrifice their happiness for their families. Many women will sacrifice their families for their happiness. Joey Kick said, I ain't happy with nothing. Clean, what up? He said, I missed y'all. I've been grinding. Welcome back to the chat, friend. Mama said he's saying women will be selfish when it comes to their happiness. Joey Cake said, I've seen the best men get cheated on because of their wives weren't happy, like was the only reason. And they cheated with men that made them even more miserable. I believe it. All right, Harlem Nights, welcome to the chat. What did you think about Miss Sarah? We can't hear you.
I was wondering if you could hear me. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Clean Clean. Welcome
Okay.
back, friend.
Hello,
What's up,
hello.
man? Hey, what's up, y'all? What's
All
up?
right, we're gonna let Harlem Nights respond, and then you heard the clip. I'm gonna give you a second. This is right up your alley. Hi, Erica, E Boogie. All right,
So
Harlem Nights.
it was a lot of her statement is layered. For one thing, I don't agree that people leave marriages because they're unhappy. I believe that people leave marriages because it's not working for where they are in their life at that time. And so it sometimes you have to just end something in order to make something that needs to work. It ain't always about happiness. Women will sacrifice their happiness to make things work if it's working. But if we're not happy, we gonna speak on it, and if it don't change, eventually we gonna get the hell on.
Okay.
Because nobody's gonna sit and suffer. It don't always have to be about, oh, I'm not happy. It could be about, simple stuff like financial stuff. Or it could be about she tired of you cheating, or she tired of being lied to, or she tired of being ignored. And somebody's gonna, or even if a man is in a situation, he may not be leaving because he's not happy. He might just leave because it ain't working. The situation don't work no more. It don't always have to be because they're not happy. So I don't agree that people leave because they're not happy. I believe that people leave because the situation does not fit their life anymore, or they cannot no longer exist in the environment that they exist in. So you make a decision to leave. Now,
Well,
as far as her saying, oh, go ahead.
Harlem Nights. Joey said many women will sacrifice their families for their happiness.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
I don't. Personally, I don't believe that.
That's crazy.
Personally, I don't believe that. I feel like I don't know, maybe a certain type of woman. I don't believe that women in general make decisions based on their happiness. Because I know for a fact that a lot of us women live in relationships that we are not happy in, but yet we continue to be in those relationships. And I'm not just talking about the women around me. I've had millions of women come and sit in my chair and tell me how unhappy they are in their relationship as their boyfriend, fiance, husband, whoever is paying for their hair to be done. Or they can afford to pay to come get their hair done because they have a significant other.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I know women that stay in situations that they're not happy in because for other reasons they stay. I've asked several of my friends why are you dealing with that? Don't you realize you taught this person how to do that to you?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you realize every time you go through and then you calling me like I'm supposed to take your side and like I'm supposed to talk bad about him with you. I'm not gonna. He doing what he do, and you allowing it. And because I love you, I'm gonna tell you that.
Gotcha.
So the choice is you gonna stay in there, and most women do what? Choose to stay.
Gotcha. Yeah. Hold on. Let me read some comments before you respond. Clean. Joey Cake's mama said, "LOL. Be happy you're alive." Joey Cake's my cousin wife left my cousin for a man who made her happy. She unalived him 6 months later during our argument. She's doing 25 years now. Joey Cake said, "I respectfully disagree." Mama said, "I sacrificed my happiness for 20 years. 20 long years." Joey Cake said, I'm not saying that women never sacrifice their happiness. I'm simply saying that men are not. Men's happiness is not driven the same way that women's is. What up, Chef? Hey, E Boogie.
I actually agree with Joey. Joey was saying that men don't focus on being happy.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think that men don't really focus on being happy. Men focus on I feel like, from my perspective, I feel like men focus on getting things done, making sure things work.
Well, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's where he said his happiness comes.
Yeah.
Boogie said, many women sacrifice day in and day out, especially for their children. Clean, welcome back to the chat. Okay, go ahead. Discussions with Didi Parker. New folks, thank you for joining. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. But we're chatting today. Do we need to retire the phrase happy wife, happy life in 2026? Go ahead. You can respond to everything you just heard. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, for one, I think that phrase should have never became a thing. You know, I know they said like, should we retire? But it should have never been initiated. You know, I think the thing is, man, and I'm gonna be honest, you know how they say like women are more emotional based and men are more logic based, right?
Yeah.
Y'all being emotion based and y'all brains working the way it does and y'all bodies going through what it goes through, not even just monthly, but even as you age, menopause, perimenopause, like all this stuff. Basing a relationship on y'all happiness is like a setup for failure because y'all barometer moves so much. Women can be fickle, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all want one thing one day, another thing the next day. You like this, you grew out of that, now you like this, you heard about that, and so trying to keep a person whose barometer is constantly moving happy is an impossible task. A lot of men will drain themselves of their entire life force trying to keep this person happy. And the thing is that happiness is just like a momentary like
Yeah.
feeling. It's like a
Mhm.
dopamine hit. You can't just be happy all day, every day. Like
Yeah.
life is a grind. Life is a struggle. You can go to the doctor tomorrow and they can tell you got cancer or diabetes, or your dog could get hit by a car, or your son can break his leg at basketball practice, or like, it's like life happens. So that
Yeah.
happiness shit is just not sustainable. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like it's not about and like yeah, when they talk about sacrifice happiness, like I'll give you an example of even me, right? So I got my girl and I got my son, I sacrificed everything that makes me happy so that they can be happy.
Mm.
Like I work like look, you see this?
Yeah. Yep. I
I
see
do
you.
I do web development for 4 different companies.
Sheesh.
I work 12, 14 hours a day. But me doing this allows us to have a nice house. My son can play academy club soccer. He can do karate. We can take multiple trips. We can, my girl can hang out with her people and only have to work 4 hours a day, and that's like her choice. With her, she was able to stop working and take months to start her own company up, and then now she only do 4 hours a day. My son gets to do whatever he want to do. And this for them to have that life, I don't even got time to like play 2K for an hour or
Yeah.
or just go kick it with my homeboys. I go on Instagram, I see all my homeboys living it up. They at the spot, they traveling, they doing this, they linking up, they collabing on creative projects and artistic shit. I can't do it. I
Yeah.
sacrificed everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Are you happy?
that's the thing. It's not about my happiness, and there's no way that I can be happy every day. Am I happy in general as a person? Like, yeah, I'm not
Okay.
considering blowing my brains out or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm happy when my son score a goal in soccer, or when he get good grades on his report card, or like I'm happy when my team wins the championship, or I'm happy when I get an oil change and my car's running good, or but as far as like that picture perfect happiness of I'm just happy all day every day, like no, that's not possible. I would never base my life or my relationship on that. it's a
Oh
it's a
wow.
setup for failure. You can't sustain it, you know what I'm saying?
And
Now
I think women, we base our relationship on if we're happy, but you guys
yeah,
don't base your relationship on whether you're happy. You
I
base your
mean, I'll say this. I think what we base it more on is respect.
okay.
So, meaning, if I'm making all these sacrifices and I'm grinding and I'm doing everything I got to do, I need constant respect from you. Our relationship, you should never treat me different. It should never be like sexless, or we sleeping in different beds, or we did it like that, or you got an attitude, you mad at me every day for whatever reason, you mad because I didn't wash the plate after, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't, that's the type of stuff I'm like, I earn the right for you not to do that shit. Like, I'm
To be
grinding
fair,
too hard. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, let that stuff go. Because if I'm going to work as hard as I do, and you still gonna have an attitude with me, and you still gonna be doing it out, then like, yeah, we can dead it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is more respect based. But as far as like happiness, I'm appreciative of the effort you put in. If I can see that you putting in effort, I'm appreciative. If it looked like you not putting in no effort and you just eating off of my labor, now we got a problem.
All right, let me read some comments, and then Harlem Nights, I'm gonna give you a chance to respond back. And then I got a question for you, Clink Clink, because you kind of giggled at something that I read, and then Harlem Nights said that wasn't true. Uh, Mama said, right. Hi, Erica. Joey Cake said, it's the word happy that I have an issue with. It's simply not our focus. E Boogie said, happiness isn't enough at the end of the day. Mama said, that's why I said happiness is subjective. Joey Cake said, bingo. Clean. Have you ever heard the word happy in any marriage vow ever, Bible or not?
Right.
Joey
Right.
Cake said men are good, not happy. And Joey Cake said the big piece of chicken makes me happy. And Joey Cake said respect and peace, and I'm good. Not happy. I'm just good. Okay. I just think that I don't know. That's weird that y'all are not happy.
I mean, but that's the thing. It's
So
like,
let me can I respond to happy
Yeah.
life, happy wife?
Yeah. Go
So
ahead.
first off, I agree with Clean Clean when he say that should have never been a thing. That should have never been a thing.
Mm-hmm.
We the way we're describing happy as like a destination. We're
Listen,
describing
I'm happy
happy.
whenever I'm on a destination island.
Yeah, yeah. So we're describing happy as if there is a place that someone can take us and leave us there.
Yes.
Like, that's how we're describing happy, and that's not like happy is a time. You know what I'm saying? It has a time frame. We have happy times, we have sad times. Nobody's gonna be happy all the time.
Yeah.
So there are times that there are things that we could be doing to bring about a happy time for us,
Mm-hmm.
where we make sacrifices. Men and women alike make sacrifices to provide for the people in our lives that we're responsible for. My only thing that I feel when it comes to, like, when I hear Clean Clean say a man will wear himself out trying to make a woman happy, I get that. But if you are trying to make somebody happy and it wears you out, that's not the person you're supposed to be dealing with.
I agree with
It
that.
should not wear you out. You should be energized by and you should want to get up and do something that makes the person that you're with or the people around you happy, that brings them happy times. You should want to. And if you're with someone who is always finding reasons and times to be angry and create a space where we got to be arguing and we got to be miserable, and this is what it is, like, that's the wrong person to be in something with.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I think
And
it's
I
just
don't think that people leave because they're unhappy. I think that people leave if every time I'm dealing with you, you're creating a space that makes it difficult for me to exist in. I choose not to exist here. It's not about me being happy. It's how are we moving? Is this how we're gonna move? We're gonna purposely make each other, like, not unhappy but uncomfortable? I don't want to do that with anybody. And it ain't about, I make myself happy. I experience joy. Okay?
yeah.
I make myself happy. I walk in happiness. I'm going to do what pleases me to do for myself. What I do for a living is what I choose to do, is what I'm gifted to do, and I enjoy doing it. I like to make people learning happy. I like to make learning happy. So I make learning fun. And I enjoy it. I don't get burnt out from that. You shouldn't get burnt out for wanting to provide for or do for the people that you love. That should be, you should get energy from that. I get up because I get to work. I have an opportunity, because there are people who don't get a chance, don't have an opportunity to even go work at the lowest jobs that you would consider, to even be able to pay the little bit of child support that they can pay. I get an opportunity to do that. And the fact that we're given that opportunity, I feel like we should find joy in that. That should be our happiness.
No, I mean, I agree with that. I think for a lot of men, it's a part of our journey to, like I mentioned, getting burnt out by making women happy. Like, you learn that that's the wrong thing to
Automatic.
do.
Just mute yourself. Just hear the background. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that whole us getting burnt out trying to make a woman happy. Like, I agree, but what I'm saying is, I think that's a part of a man's journey. You learn later in life that it shouldn't be that hard or that much friction. You know what I'm saying? But growing up, like, the ways the social standard works is men approach women, men caters to a woman, and whatever. So yeah, throughout your adolescent years, you do bend over backwards trying to keep women happy, especially because, a lot of times women don't really slow down as far as their preferences until they get older. When women are younger, like, yeah, it's hard to make them happy. It's hard to keep them entertained or keep them around for a lot of guys. So that's why it's a part of the journey. But yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be. A lot of times people, women in
I was
general,
gonna, I wanted to say real quick. That's the reason why I respect what Dr. Omar said when he said men have to be patient with women, because there are hormonal things that women have to deal with, and things that bringing about having a baby, that women have to face, and women go through on a monthly basis, like he was saying. That's the reason why I appreciate the fact that he was like, women got to be patient. I mean, men got to be patient. We're patient with men all the time. It's becoming less and less. It's becoming easier to find women who are not patient with men, but because, women, they got to their wits end at this point. But I think, men have to understand what they're dealing with. They got to understand the vehicle that they're driving and how it operates and how to operate it.
Yeah,
All right,
I mean,
hold on, Click. We got some new folks. New folks, welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. We're chatting today. Should we retire the phrase "happy wife, happy life"? Take a listen to this audio real quick, and then Click, I'm gonna let you respond.
Of such dysregulated emotions.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
They have such dysregulated emotions that they'll say, I'm leaving this thing because I'm not happy. What the hell does that mean? What is it? What do you mean you're not happy? Oh my God, he didn't. And this whole like woke community, I need to feel seen, heard, and I need to be acknowledged 100% of the time. That's why you're single.
Sarah.
That's your problem.
Sarah.
If you think a person is supposed to get you 100% of the time, if you think that a person is supposed to make you happy 100% of the time, stay single. Don't get married.
Sarah.
Don't date. Don't even get to know anybody, because you don't even make yourself happy 100% of the time. How do you expect a man to do this?
Sarah.
I'm so sick and tired of it. What? You keep Sarah me. What?
Is it important for men to be happy in their relationships?
It's the most important.
There are large amounts of men that will disagree with you.
No, I think large amounts of men have gotten conditioned to feeling like their happiness doesn't matter. But that whole happy wife, happy life is BS. It's happy spouse, happy house.
I can't.
If you aren't looking at it from a space of we are here to serve each other, that's why 2 out of 3 marriages end in divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And the craziest part is most divorces are initiated by the women.
All right, so y'all heard it. And I want to go back to this, though, because Joey brought up a point. He said many women will sacrifice their families for their happiness. Hold on to that, Clink, because I want to read some of these comments, too, because I want you to get to that. Hold on, I'm sorry. We got a lot of comments. Mama said happy has different meanings. Joey said just get me good. I'll take care of my happy. Joey Kick said, Mama, some people happy is really tired of being depressed. Mama said, Joey, my happiness is just being able to enjoy life where I am now. I know that's right. Joey Kick says, so happiness is the goal or peace? Joey Kicks, Mama said both. What up, baby Barack? All right, so I want to. You leaving? You want to talk?
I was saying peace is the goal.
Pieces to go. Yeah.
Peace is the goal.
Clean. I want to go back to what I asked, and you kind of giggled at it when I said it about women choosing their happiness over their families.
Hmm.
You feel like that is the case, that women will choose their happiness over their families?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, man, I'll tell you, like, I know a lot of people, friends, coworkers, people from that I, neighbors, a lot of divorced men, and they weren't the ones that initiated the divorce, and the divorce wasn't based on like abuse or infidelity.
Mm-hmm.
It's often she fell out of love or they grew apart. And the reason why I know that to be true is like for instance, I'll take myself for example. If I left my girl, if I left this situation,
Hey,
I
Gemini.
might actually be happier in a sense of now. I know how that sounds, but let me explain.
Yeah.
What I mean is like, I do really well for myself. You know what I'm saying? If I was single right now, if I didn't have that obligation and that responsibility of this relationship, I would be lit. Like I got my son, dope house, I make bread, I got cars, I would be out here lit. I would be living my best life, traveling probably every month, doing whatever I want to do. So but I'm here because I have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? I have a family. I have a purpose. I'm not going to put me running around and spending my money and being going to parties and over my purpose and over my family. But I know a lot of women that will. You know what I'm saying? They'll fall out of love with the situation and they'll break the family. It'll be a marriage, kids 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, and they'll break it. And and it'll be in the pursuit of what I just said, like living your best life and having that daily happiness, being able to shed a lot of your responsibilities and obligations and just have more of a freestyle type of life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, they do. Like I said, me personally, I'm of course I'm happy and I love my woman. Everything's dope. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I have that option. You know what I'm saying? And we're engaged. We're not married yet. We're engaged.
Yeah.
I could leave and not have no nothing. But
Do
I'm,
you think
I,
about it sometimes, clean?
nah. I mean, like I said, there's times where like I do just wish I had more time to do
Yeah.
some of the things I
Yeah.
enjoy. You know what I'm
14 hours
saying?
a day is long. Ooh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, as far as like, nah, like I put my family, my son, has a mother figure in her. I've been with her since he was 2. He don't remember life before her. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I'm not gonna take that away from him just because I want to party more and have less responsibility. I'm not gonna step away from the commitment that I made with her just because I want to party more and live my best life and not have obligations and responsibility. Like a lot of times, like men, like we looked at as the protectors and providers of the community, and women are like the spiritual and cultural leaders of the community.
Mhm.
We at some point people got to choose their purpose to the team over their purpose as an individual. And I think that until people do that, we're gonna have, like, as you can see, these divorce co-parenting situations are like the norm now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my son plays soccer and karate and all that. I go to these things, all the parents are like co-parenting. They're there separately, they on other sides of the field, they there with their new lover. They like families are just not sticking. And you can tell a lot of it's mainly because a lot of people are choosing to pursue their individual
Happy.
satisfaction.
Yeah. Happiness over everything else. Joey K said, but women also have to use their women's instincts for more than whether or not he's cheating. Is your man mentally well? Does it matter? And Mama said, but would all these things truly make you happy? Because it gets old. And Joey Cake said, so clean, you're a good man. Are you happy or just good?
I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy. You know what? I'm gonna say this. Before my current situation, when I was staying in Buckhead, right? I had a dope apartment in Buckhead. I was dolo, you know what I'm saying, living my life. And I was traveling, I was doing a lot of dope stuff, but once I hit like 31, I started to like think a little deeper, like, man, like what's I want to have a deeper purpose than just doing what I want to do every day. You know what I'm saying? Like now, mind you, I pursue individual things, career wise and stuff like that. But like I find myself happier that I'm raising a man. I'm happier doing that than I
Than being in the
was
streets.
being in the streets and just like wow, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a different type of happiness. It's hard to explain. I mean, unless somebody who has kids or who's passionate about kids. But like for me, it's better than what I was doing before. It's harder. It's more stressful. It's more taxing, but it's more rewarding. You
But
know.
I don't see though what you're saying, clean, because I know some of these mamas will pop up in the club and leave their baby at home.
Nah,
No,
that's a fact. That's a fact. It was funny. 4th of July that just passed. I was at this little thing, and my homies, my homie Dan and a couple other people, like they had their kids with them, and we was all chilling, and like we was looking around, like, dang, where the moms at? Because the kids was running around, and the moms was they went on trips for the 4th and left the kids either with the dads or with the
and
mothers,
they went out.
and they was gone. And I was
Yeah.
like, it was like, yeah, I mean, they will, man. I mean, I
I
think,
say they abandoned their family, but they will that happiness that because I do see some mamas out at the club.
well,
Where they at?
you got to think, man, what make women and men happy are different things. Like women are more into aesthetics and attention. You know what I'm saying? Aesthetics. Aesthetics. A lot of women become estheticians because aesthetics matter so much. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Women love to get cute, put on an outfit, and go like dance and be seen and engage. Like for men, I'm more happy if I get to play 2K or if I get to go hoop or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like or if I get to go to the football
But
game or
that's
something
that's
like
the reason why I'm saying happy is a time given. Happy is something that you experience. It's not something that we hold. It's just something that we experience in a time. Like you said, I'm happy playing 2K. You're not gonna play 2K every single day, all day. That's
Yes,
something that
they
we
will.
experience. I
Yeah,
mean,
yes, they
no,
will.
no, 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 no. I
I
mean, but
mean,
it's
but the
different
thing,
things.
but
It's
listen to what
playing
I'm
2K.
saying.
It's going to hoop. It's
But that's what I'm
you know what I'm
saying.
saying? Yeah.
Those are times. That's what I'm saying. Those are
Hmm.
times. Those are things that you experience in life that bring you happiness. Somebody said earlier, peace is the main goal.
Yeah.
So if I don't leave a situation because I'm unhappy, because happy is something that I experience at a time. I'm leaving a situation because am I serving my purpose in this situation? Am I experiencing peace in this situation? Is this situation making me have high blood pressure? Is my blood sugar up because I'm in this situation?
Okay.
Like that's the way she describing happy or the way. But I do agree with her that what she was saying on the second part. I agree with what she was saying on the second part. But that first part about people leaving because they happy, I believe both spouses need to be. I believe when you love somebody, they turn right back around. You love somebody correctly, and they're the person that you supposed to be loving, they turn right around and love you back. So if you're giving happy moments, then you will receive happy moments in return. Whether it's through them returning those acts that you're doing. So if you know what I'm saying, if I'm making my partner happy or if I'm doing something that's making my partner happy, my partner's gonna should turn around and reciprocate those acts and whatever they feel would bring me moments of happiness. We share that. We bring that to each other. Even our kids, we do things to make our kids happy. And then on Mother's Day and on Father's Day, we get a pair of socks, you know,
Hmm.
because they feel like that makes us happy.
Joey Cake said, so clean. Are your duties driven by duty or happiness? Happy is such a temporary feeling. Peace and
Yeah.
fulfillment are long lasting.
It's
Yes.
driven by both. That I think two things can be true. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's driven by both. Like, yeah, one, I have a duty. Like this whole thing don't operate without me.
Right.
I got a duty. But for two, it makes me happy to give my son a life that I never dreamed of. You know what I'm saying? I used to
Yeah.
look at kids that live like my son do now and feel like they was rich. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That makes me happier than going to DR and smashing a baddie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that makes me happier. Now that's dope too, you know what I'm saying? But that it makes me happier to do this. And it makes me stronger, you know what I'm saying? Because just like when you lift weights, you get stronger. Like carrying this weight makes me stronger. You know what I'm saying? So when
That's
I
it.
deal,
Oof.
yeah, it. I mean, you got two choices in life. You can either let the weight cripple you, or you can let it strengthen you. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it makes it makes me stronger. You know, I was telling my brother the other day, I was like, man, when we was going through the shit we was going through when we was growing up, that shit felt like hell.
Yeah.
But now I'm grateful for it because it made me able to withstand the things that I go through now, like the custody situation, and anybody that's ever been through a custody case, man, it's the most stressful thing you could ever go through. Losing my mother a couple years ago, all of these things I go through, like I'm built for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even when I call my homeboy at times, like when I feel down, he don't do the whole like he like kind of like my OG. He like 10 years older than me, and he when I call him, he don't feel sorry for me or do the pity party. He'll be like, "Hey, you built for this, bro. You built for
Yeah.
this." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is, man. Like the happiness thing, bro. I'll say this: you put a lot of work in your formative years, when you 50, 60 years old and you retire and you able to travel every month and your house is paid for, now we talking. You know what I'm saying? When you
Now
talk
you
about
happy,
happiness,
right?
like, you know what I mean? Like, that's true, or if you're able to retire early, 45 years old, something like that, I'm hoping to retire pretty early and my crib would be paid for, my son' education to be taken care of, and I'll be traveling every other month. And that's dope. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it just depends. Duty and happiness can be one and the same. If you're the type of man that's motivated by that, a lot of people are motivated by dopamine hits.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people's motivation is
People,
dopamine hits.
people, people are motivated by different things. Some people, it just depends. A lot of things that we didn't experience as a child, are things that we go searching for when we get older, or that we're motivated by, or things that we enjoyed as a child, are also things that we might be motivated to go searching for, to
Hmm.
find happiness when we get older. But like I said, I really do believe happiness is it's the time spent. I feel like happiness is a time, because there's times of sadness coming.
Girl, I think your
You
happiness
know,
depends on you. You should not be relying on somebody else to make your ass happy. Depend on
right?
you to make yourself happy. Because
Or to bring yourself peace, because peace is
yeah,
the ultimate goal. So,
because
in order for me to get peace, that's my response. My peace is my responsibility. It's
yeah,
my responsibility. What I experience and what makes me upset, what makes life hard for me is my responsibility. How am I going to deal with it? I shouldn't put that in other people's hands and say, "Oh, you're not making me happy." It's
because
not even your responsibility to make me happy.
feelings are flighty. That's what my therapist
Yeah.
said. That feelings is like the toilet. I said, "What you mean?" She said, "You flush the toilet and then it's
Yeah, it goes away.
water."
Right.
Hmm.
And
I
then
said,
come a whole nother feeling.
Hmm.
I didn't even. She used that analogy. I was like, "Okay, there. I see what you did."
Yeah, cause say I feel like for me it's about peace. And for me, I know I have, and she might, she might be right, because hell, I initiated all three of my divorces. Yes, I filed.
Now,
Yeah, it was
why
me.
did you file? Were you
Because the
unhappy?
situation, it had nothing to do with my happiness. I was being lied to.
Okay.
And I'm not going to walk in agreement with somebody who's not. Well, my first husband was undiagnosed mental. My first husband was an undiagnosed mental patient. We didn't know. And he went out on the road and he had a mental breakdown and he flipped and changed. He never returned.
Mm.
He just disappeared. Nobody knew how to find him. So that didn't have nothing to do with me. I initiated the divorce because I couldn't find him. But
Okay.
the ending of the marriage didn't have anything to do with me. So let me not play with that one. The last two, I initiated my divorce because I was not I was being lied to.
Okay.
You
Because
know,
you know what?
everything I wasn't being lied to. There were children that I didn't know about.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, there was, things happening that I don't want to say too much, but it was just things happening that I didn't know was happening. And I'm not gonna that has nothing to do with my happiness. I was happy because I'm a happy person. I enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? I was happy because I'm happy. Not because I'm in a relationship. I'm happy in a relationship. I'm happy single.
Yeah.
But I left because you're lying to me.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm right here with you. Everything you go through, I'm here. Everything you deal with, I'm here. And I'm letting you know that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So why am I being lied to? That is a problem.
Yeah.
That's why
No,
I say happy don't always matter.
yeah, I'm not mad about that. But there are some women that will leave a relationship because they're not happy or they feel
Yeah,
is not doing what
but
he's doing.
a lot of times they're following emotion.
Yes.
Those women
Yes.
are following emotion. All women don't follow emotion. Now there are women who would have found out they was being lied to, and
Mm-hmm.
their emotion would have allowed them to stay. Their emotion would have allowed them to lower their own standards and you know what I'm saying, reject themselves and stay in a situation where they're being lied to. There are women who know that their man are not being honest and they stay in the situation. I don't happen to be one of the I'm not one of those women. If I find out you lying to me or you keeping something from me when you don't have to, that's a problem for me and I'm going to get the hell on.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still happy. That don't mean I'm not happy. I'm happy with me. I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with I'm happy with who people get to experience in me.
You know
I'm
the crazy
happy with what
you know
God
the
has placed in me. I'm happy with that.
you know the crazy thing, Harlem Nights, growing up, I really ever rarely saw my mom cry. She was always just happy go lucky, nice, polite. Like that was my mom, and then
Yeah,
Carl
I'm
was
just
the story.
happy.
He
If
was
I'm
the story. So
if I'm
I know
sad, there's something that happened that made
okay.
me sad.
Yeah,
I'm not just sad just
I
because.
seen her, so I don't know like what it is not to be like. I know what it is not to be unhappy, but seeing her, like she wakes up every day so positive. I'm like, where did this like? Why do you wake up
Because she
every day
love
beautiful?
herself.
Yeah, you
Because
just
she love herself. She love who
yeah.
she is. You have to get to a point to where you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I love you. I love who you are. And I want people to experience you.
And
But
that was
you also have to choose carefully the people who you allow to experience you.
And that was despite everything my mom was going through, because Carl wasn't the nicest person, but she still smiled everything. New folks, welcome to Discussions with Didi Parker. We were chatting today about should we just go ahead and dead the phrase or retire the phrase happy wife, happy life. Joey Cake said, now married vows do say for better or worse. They say that because life and feelings change. It's the lows that truly test your relationship. If you bounce every time, you're not happy. That's bad. Mama said men refuse to show emotions. Why being happy is more difficult for them. Which is why being happy is more difficult for them. Joey Cake said maybe my life is different than others. Peace and happiness are two different levels. My dad was never happy, but was always good. Married 63 years. Uh, Mama said Joey Cakes, it's very sad that he was never happy. That is very sad that your dad was never happy, but always good. Hey, JD, this sister loves herself. He talked about you, Harlem Nights. He said, this
Yeah, I
sister
love my
loves herself. And Mama said, but I wasn't happy inside. But you didn't carry it. You wore it very well, Mama. That's one thing I will say. You wore it, cause baby, I would have been a hot wreck. I cry about everything. I cry
But
about the little smallest things. Go on, let me drop something. A tear is coming out my eye. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. My life is over. Yes, clean. I'm one of them emotional ones. Emotions be all over the place.
look, I
uh,
mean, think about it. You trying to keep somebody happy, like, we see a lot of women on these platforms talk about how they don't believe in 50-50 and a man should be doing blah 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 whatever, right? So it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, man, if you think about it, if you're the type of dude that's trying to put a woman in that situation, you essentially are taking her on as a dependent. You know what I'm
but
saying?
her
By
trying to
taking
be
her out
happy.
of the workforce
Oh,
and making her reliable upon your provision. That's like a dependent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a sense, I should be able to claim you on my taxes.
hello.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of dudes, they don't be happy because it's really hard to completely support another adult human. Like, they
They
got a
shouldn't be
cell
with them.
they got a cell phone bill, a car note, insurance, the nails and hair, and like that's why I said earlier, a lot of dudes will put themselves in an early grave trying to be a traditional man because it's really hard to do that.
Oh,
Like,
26 with groceries and gas high as hell.
yeah, man, it's hard to do that. That's why it ain't a lot of people in this modern day economy and this modern day housing market and this modern day inflation. People got to work together. Marriage is really more for broke people than it is for
Oh
rich
gosh,
people.
you know what? Somebody else said that on
It
a
is.
podcast.
It's for broke people because if you broke and I'm broke, we can
We,
get married, combine our resources, and then live a life a little
I was
better
just
than we
saying that
could on
today.
our than we could on our own. You know what I'm saying? Now, if
that
I got bread, I might be less incentivized to get married. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need another person in that way. And I can just have like intimate friendships and relationships. But as far as like marriage is for people who need to combine resources.
you crazy because Miracle Watson, Tyler Lepley just got married. Don't do that. They okay, and they're a good looking couple. Tasha said, throw that phase in the pits of hell. Joey Cake said, my dad was just unbothered, but he loved my mom. His actions showed it. Joey Cake's Carl was the same way, non emotional. Tasha said, I can't explain it,
Mhm.
but my marriage was peaceful, but obviously he was not happy. I think I programmed happiness inside because I was following the same path as my parents. Were you happy though in that relationship? Looking back, Tasha, honestly, were you happy in that situation? Mama said I had children to raise. That was my happiness. Joey Cake said Dad may have been happy. I guess he just didn't show it. He was joking and witty, but I just couldn't refer to him as happy. He was more than that. What up, JD? JD said fire. Joey Cake's mama said because black men have a difficult time showing emotions, and some have an insane harder time saying I love you, even harder time saying I love you. I got you, mama.
So
Um,
look, I'll tell you this though, my homeboy, he was married for like this is my homeboy. I've been knowing him for years. He was married for like 15, 16 years. And really, man, I'd say like after year 4, it just went all the way sour. They were sleeping in separate beds. They was not having sex no more. It was just terrible. But they had a kid, and so what he did was he did the cheaper to keeper thing, and he just stayed.
yeah.
He built the man cave downstairs, and got a side chick, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and was living his life, going to Vegas, traveling, whatever. She didn't care. She wasn't. And then when his son turned 18 and went off, he was like, I'm done. And now he got a dope crib downtown. He got a fire crib downtown. He living his life, he bred it up. Like he right now, he in Belize right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Like he waited. He held it
So he's
down.
happy now. So he sacrificed his future happiness.
No, well, he could have been happy then, but like I said, a lot of times, man, that's one. I would say that even for me, or is one of the most scary things about marriage is I know a lot of dudes that go through that where like after a while the woman just stops sleeping with them, but expects them to be happy about it
Loyal.
and just keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's something that happens so often that it's like I don't know if that's survivable because then now his situation was a little better because he
I
wasn't.
think it is because she just stated that it's mostly women going to file for divorce. It ain't men. So if men were that unhappy with that particular situation, wouldn't they have gone and filed for divorce? No.
Well, he did, but he waited until the
I
child was out of the
get.
house.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, because like he said, he didn't want to break the home, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so he waited till his son was 19 and then he did it. But it wasn't necessarily something he wanted to do. He loved his wife, but she
He
stopped sleeping with him.
yeah.
Like she like it, and that's something that I don't know if women understand that that's kind of like unacceptable in a sense. Like you can't stop sleeping with your dude and
Your mate.
then yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like now in his situation, he went and got the side chick. He wasn't sloppy with it. She, you know what I'm saying, and she kind of knew but didn't know kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
She care?
uh huh?
Did she care? You said she knew but didn't know. Did she
I,
care?
I think she cares not necessarily from a love standpoint, but from an ego standpoint. Like just how dare you get another bitch, that bitch ain't me type of thing. But I don't think it was like, oh, I love you so much and you're giving my love to another woman. I don't think it was that deep, you know what I'm saying? Like I think it was ego. But yeah, man, that's something that like I think a lot of men fear that is like, yo, because if you stop sleeping with a dude and let's say during year 2, let's say he survives it, but in year 2 he end up cheating on you, you're not gonna be like, I understand because I stopped sleeping with you. No, he's just
You're
a
gonna be
bad
mad.
guy.
Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
a bad guy. There's, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that's something that a lot of men deal with, where it's just like, yo, how do I continue when it seems like your girl don't even like you no more, but y'all still
Right.
together? Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, Harlem, because I know you gotta go. Drop your final thoughts. Everybody get your final thoughts together, and I'm gonna read these last comments, and then we're off. Y'all done scared FA off the chat today. FA, y'all did a chat today. Look what y'all done did. Y'all done scared FA off the damn chat today. Yeah, they was
Mhm.
getting on him yesterday, Clean Clean. He
What
needed
do you
you.
do? What
Hey,
my
Clean
boy?
Clean.
Y'all can't do that to my boy, man.
Yeah,
What
he needed
happened?
help
What
yesterday.
happened?
Clean. They done ran him off the chat today.
FA, we here, bro. I'm here for. I was grinding, man. I'm back, man.
They done ran him off the chat yesterday. Okay, Harlem Nice, go ahead with your final thoughts, but I know you gotta go.
My final thoughts is just what I said. I think happiness is a moment. We never should have had that statement, happy life, happy wife. Both
Mm-hmm.
people in the dynamics, all the people, the kids need to have happy moments and the adults the same. The family itself needs to exist in happy times and, be at peace with one another. And that's just, that's a community thing. So I'm about
Thank
peace
you,
and
Harlem.
fulfillment. And yeah.
I always love your perspective. Thank you, Harlem.
hmm
I
I love
appreciate it.
y'all.
Have a good day at work, bro.
You
All
too.
right,
You
peace,
too.
man.
All right, hold on, Clean. We're gonna do some last bit of comments and then we're gonna wrap this up. Joey Cake said, it's just how real men are. We just do. Yeah, we're happy sometimes, but we're going to do what we got to do regardless. And Joey Cake said, true to you, mama. JD said, marriage is for people who need to combine resources to obtain a certain lifestyle.
Yep.
That brother just said something most people can't negate. Wow, never looked at it that way. No, somebody else said that, and I was like, damn, maybe they right. Marriage is for broke folks.
More
Mama
beneficial.
Mama said to you, JD, so marriage isn't about love. Tasha said, I was genuinely happy, but it wasn't until we divorced that I realized I wasn't nearly as happy. I was going to say that, girl. LOL. I wasn't ready to have so many kids so fast. I agreed to everything he wanted. So you basically try to make him happy in that relationship. But you good now because you doing you. JD said, if marriage, mama, is truly about love, do we really need the Institute of Marriage to approve the Institute of Marriage to approve that? Here comes Rashad. Tasha said, I'm happily divorced and dating. I'm not interested in marriage anymore. Wait, what happened to the lawyer bag? JD said, I would hope marriage is about love, but then the question becomes, do we need a contract and a ring to seal or prove our love? And Mama said, I'm not sacrificing my happiness for any man again. And Joey Cake said, if men were happiness driven, then the divorce rate would be much higher. Men stay, they don't always act right, but they're less likely to leave due to unhappiness. I agree with that because Rashad, I don't know why you can't get on, but we're getting ready to wrap up anyway. Hold on, I'm gonna put this on the thing before we I got y'all with the comments. I promise y'all. I got y'all with the comments. Here we go. Yeah, I just kicked you out. I'm sorry, Rashad. Joey Cake said, if men, I read that. Clean yesterday was wild. And Tasha said, we are dating. Okay. All right, Clean, what are your final thoughts?
First, Joey, next time they get on FA like that, you got to jump in here, bro. Don't let them do it, bro. Get in here, man. Like, get in here. They outnumber us, man. We got to, you know what I'm saying? But,
They done, wait a minute. FA didn't even come to the chat today. Y'all done.
yeah, y'all did. Yeah, man. I don't like, come on, Joey, you got to jump in here next time, man. But,
FA didn't even come to the chat today. But what are your final thoughts? And then I got my final thoughts because I have a barbershop thing coming up. And if you want to bring your son by the barbershop next week, I got details dropping today. August 4th it is. From
what side of town?
It's going to be in Atlanta.
All right, I'm over here in between Campbellton and Camp Creek on like south.
I'm gonna drop the details. It's from 11 to 3 next Tuesday. We're doing free haircuts for K through 8. So if you know a young boy getting ready for back to school and needs a haircut, I'm gonna drop the Addy and everything and where it's gonna be at. But please pull up, support.
Okay.
Assistance that you guys can have. If you're in the Atlanta, Georgia area, you want to pull up, assist, please let me know. All right, final thoughts.
Final thought. I'll say this, man. If you want to guarantee yourself happiness, don't get married, because you are then more so in control of your own destiny. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just you, then you control your day-to-day happiness. You know, I mean, look, like I told you, when I was in the crib, when I was in Buckhead, there would be days I would wake up and I would eat popcorn for breakfast and watch Dark Knight 2 times a day. Like, I would literally just do whatever I want to do, like, at any given moment. I didn't have to be anywhere at a specific time or do something for a person. The girls I was dating, nothing was serious like that. So if I felt like hanging with them today, I'll hang with them. If I don't feel like it, I'm just not gonna answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can guarantee your own happiness that way. But at the same time, if you the type of person that you want more out of life than just doing what you want to do, then I think it's a good look. And especially, like I mentioned earlier, combining resources. That's why I said the 50-50 thing is such a crazy discussion. People don't know that, like, it don't matter what's 50-50. Just put all the money in one pot if you're gonna be married. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just you put the money in one pot, and there's more happiness in that than which one of us make the most, which one of us should be paying this, which one of the, like, put the money in one pot, man, and just rock out. You know what I'm saying? Save up. Um, but I mean, as far as the happy wife, happy life thing, yeah, man, like, the dudes who accepted that as a cultural norm, they failed us. You know what I'm saying? Like, our forefathers, like, the dudes from the 70s and the 80s, they was chumps. They was, man. They accepted that. They accepted it, and then they let it become a cultural norm. And what women did was they absorbed that cultural
Ran with it,
norm.
didn't we?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, and they felt justified in it. And if a person feels justified, they'll do anything. You if you feel justified, you can murder a person because you feel justified. You know what I'm saying? If you can convince yourself that it's self defense or something like that. So like yeah, a lot of women they held on to it, and then it became this cultural norm. And then what happened was, yeah, the divorce rate shot up because none of y'all can keep them happy. Not the rich ones, not the poor ones. You know what I'm saying? So it probably single handedly contributed to the fall of the American family. You know what I'm saying? And I think it needs to be taken away. But the thing is, now we in a different era because women are more empowered per se. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know the comedian Corey Holcomb.
We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah, I just saw an interview with him where he was talking about he only date broke women.
We talked about
That yeah, right.
it.
And it's so yeah, it's crazy. It's so funny because it's
That's why.
like
That's why the folks was getting on FA yesterday.
yeah. But look. And now, mind you, whether you agree with what he say or not, there is a point in the fact that women, just like how y'all like to feel beautiful and protected and those types of emotions, men we like to feel admired. Like we like to feel that you are impressed by the things we do, or you know what I'm saying, or you're turned on by the things we do. And a lot of times women who have a lot of dating history and they make money, they are like less impressed because they've seen it all. They've been there, they've done it. Like the one thing I hate is when if I was dating a girl and I take her to a restaurant and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've been here before." Like I hate that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, "Oh, you been here with another dude." Like so there's a point in what he's saying to be like, "Yeah, man, like we just like y'all want to feel beautiful, we want to feel admired. And if we don't feel that, then we don't
Look, if
feel empowered in a
you want,
relationship."
if we compliment you on the material things, then you're gonna be calling us gold diggers.
No, it's not even just the material things. It's you can compliment us on actions that we do, on knowledge that we have, on
Okay.
resource. You know what I'm saying? It's not just material things. It can
But
be
he was talking
anything.
more material things, like the women are impressed by the things that he can offer material wise. Like for somebody like me who, and I'm not trying to bad because I don't come from the richest family, but certain things I grew up with, so I'm used to. So yeah, certain things that you might put in front of me may not impress me because I grew up with it. My family did it. We've been there. We done that. So it ain't no slight to you. It's just like, especially if she comes from a good predominant family that does stuff, she may not be easily impressed.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of times, her being impressed is is what will make the relationship last. But she don't know that. She
Yeah.
like that's one. You ever heard of the term like people gotta protect you from yourself?
Yes.
Like if your mom know that you quick to swing on somebody, she's
She
gonna keep you out of certain places and certain scenarios, right? It's the same thing with a lot
knows
of women where
that,
it's
but
like
yeah.
you don't know what's good for you. I have to provide that for you so that you can appreciate things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, in a lot of cases, dudes do want to date a woman that is not as resourceful because she
The next
needs
thing you're gonna be calling
no,
her
no, no.
gold.
Listen, she needs to admire and look up to her man for her to stay with that man and respect him. If she doesn't admire and look up to him, the relationship will not last.
Ooh, yeah.
She will have one foot in and one foot out. Women are hypergamous by nature. So she will most likely be with that guy and still available to hire guys that can impress her.
I mean,
That's
what
what.
What makes you think that the woman who's broke won't do the same thing? I'm just saying. And again, we talked about that yesterday. Clean. Joey Cake said, "Nah, I was with my sisters yesterday. I don't co-sign striker women because of their smart mouth. Just walk away." Fa, yeah, yesterday said he would put paws on a woman if she, yeah.
FA. FA, if you come in here tomorrow, man, I'm gonna pull up tomorrow.
Joey Cake said marriage and bored or single and lonely. No happiness nowhere. Chris Rock said that and I didn't. Good stuff right there. All right, were you done with the final thoughts?
Yeah. Nah, yeah, I'm done, man. I'm done. Look, hey, if you want, do what you want to do, fellas. If you getting it, don't get married.
All right,
Don't
my
get
final
married. Don't
thoughts
get
is
married. Don't get married unless it's the most ideal scenario possible. But if you getting it and you grinding and you get fulfillment out of that, then don't do it. Don't do it because your church is pressuring you. Don't do it because society is
right.
pressuring you.
Yeah.
Don't do it because social media is pressuring you. Don't do it because you want to keep up with the Joneses. If it's not what you want, don't do it.
All
If
right.
it's not what you want, don't do it, bro. Stay dolo, get money, travel, go see the world, meet people, make connections, network, pay your crib off, stack your bread. You don't have to do it. You can have I got homegirls that can fulfill. If you
Oh
got
God.
homegirls,
Oh my goodness.
no, I'm just no. What I
Oh,
mean is like fulfill the need because we like to be around feminine
thank you,
energy.
JD.
We like
JD
to
said,
be around feminine energy and just hang out with women. You know what I'm saying? So you'll meet friends, you'll meet like-minded like women too. Like you don't have to do it, but I would never go against marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like if you meet
no,
somebody and you
got to get rid of the baby mama culture, like what's his name? Fa said. So no, don't preach that. You
no,
want
well,
the
no,
kids.
well, no, no, no. Here's another thing. Go get that vasectomy, and mind you, it's reversible.
Now it is.
If you later want to have children, but if you single and you out here, go get that vasectomy because the moment you have a child with a chick, she got power over you, and she got access to a percentage of your income for the next 18 years. Even if you the best dad in the world, she gonna get that bread up out of you. So
What they say, get that bread, get that. Yeah.
yeah, go snip it. Go get that vasectomy, and then do you. Now don't be raw dogging too crazy because Atlanta is a different. You know what I'm
Baby.
saying? Yeah, you are.
Hot Lanta.
Yeah.
JD said, yes, sir. You preaching for real. I needed this. Leah, we could give you a word today. YouTube, make sure
JD, hold it down.
subscribe and follow if you haven't already done so. My final thoughts. Happy spouse, happy life. Those are my final thoughts because you can't make your own self happy without making the other person happy, or make your damn self happy. How about that? And again, next Tuesday, I'm doing free haircuts K through 8. If you have a child, a son that is getting ready to head back to school, come out for my community event. I will get the flyer posted. You don't do flyers, do you? You do internet web stuff, right?
Yeah. I do web stuff.
Yeah, clean. I need you to hack into something for me. Let me stop.
Hey, see. Hey, look, I charge extra for penitentiary chances. You know what I'm saying?
Might need you, friend. Okay, I
You
might
know
be
what I
picking
mean?
you up. All right, y'all. We'll do this again tomorrow. It was real. Thank
All
y'all.
right, peace.
Clean.